Yo, welcome to Hype Lounge episode 14. I've been slacking majorly. I've been worried about other things and that literally just blows my mind to think that I was like, yeah, I'm gonna upload regularly, and then I'm trying to like just do too much sometimes it feels like, you know what I'm saying? I'm really trying to do way too much. And maybe that's a good thing and maybe it's not. But we'll find out and we'll figure it out. But yo, want to jump in, and I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been even remotely like liking any of my posts, asking me about like the brand. That truly means that like it's growing, and I'm really showing what the brand is all about. And even though it's not anything crazy right now, I've garnered I think some authentic liking to the brand. And this is even crazier. I've talked about it on previous podcasts and in general. Like if we've talked face to face, I'm nobody special, but I'm still high blanche. And I feel like I'm the wave in a way. And I was just talking to myself and just throwing ideas around, but if you're not riding the wave, essentially you're drowning. You know what I'm saying? Like get that new spark up, get that new hype. You know what I'm saying? But again, just want to welcome everyone to episode 14. This episode was kind of on the fly, but not on the fly. I've been wanting to do a podcast. I like to do mine at night, but between everything, all day, go go go. Mm, just going, doing things, trying to update stores, trying to update the website. It gets crazy. It gets crazy, and sometimes I'm just like, do I want to do an episode? No, no, I don't. But here we are, and again, I just want to thank everyone who's going to be listening to this, the future people who's going to be listening to this. Yeah, so let's get right into it. So, what was I talking about last time on the? Let me see. It was me and my mom. We were talking about Supreme. I haven't honestly. I've been keeping up with Supreme, but this season's cool. They've had some really cool accessories. But this season, in my opinion, for me, hasn't been the best. There's not a lot of pieces that I like. There are good pieces. I think we're in week. I want to say like 12 or 13, or maybe that's coming up this week is week 12. But yeah, so I always look at the drops and I always trying to get things, but I don't always get things. I think the last thing I got was week one. I think was week one, and I got an NBA YoungBoy t-shirt that I actually sold not too long ago. So and I made like $25 off it, which is not bad for a shirt that cost 45. No, 54 all in with retail, tax, shipping from Supreme, which is New York. So, nothing bad at all. So, we'll get right into it with the Hype Lounge brand. I think last time I was talking just about the t shirts, but, now we have the bucket hats. And I mean, these bucket hats, if you haven't seen a picture yet, go to my Instagram at hyped_lounge and check them out. Let me know what you think. There are 5 colors. They are one size. They are 58 centimeters, which is 7 1/4 inch to 7 3/8 inch. So if you wear anywhere in between that, this will fit you 100% perfect. 100%. My head's a little bit smaller than that, but I still wear mine. I still wear mine out and about, especially living in Florida. We have a lot of sun, so and right now I'm kind of keeping like the bald look, like the bald fade. So I don't want my head getting scorched out here. You know what I'm saying? Even though we are in October early, well, sorry, we just ended October. We're in November now. See, I don't even know what day we're in, but I mean, the next holiday we're looking at is Thanksgiving. Praise the turkey. But yeah, so we got the bucket hats with the embroidered Hype Lounge. I mean, this stuff is like quality. You can it's so cool looking at like the threading of the actual like of the logo in here. Like such a good job. So we got 5 colors. You got yellow. I say sky blue, which is pretty much a light blue, but I say sky blue. Yellow is with the black embroidered logo. Sky blue is with the orange, so it pops. The orange logo. We have a red with I say candy green apple. That pops. I mean, like the red is smoking. And then we got the purple with the yellow. So shout out my Lakers. And then we have the black with the white. And that's just a classic. And they all pop. Like you see someone wearing like a bucket hat and you're like, yo, let me see that hat. You know what I'm saying? And then of course, what else? What else we got the socks, which also comes in 5 colors. You got the light blue, black. So it's a base white sock. But you got the black, blue, red, purple, and green. Green. Cannot forget the green. Those, I like them, but I do want to redo them. I want a different sock. One that's a little bit, like stretchier. I like these for sure. I wear mine all the time. But I just want the cotton to be more stretchable. These are cool. They definitely work, but they can be a pain sometimes. And then we have the shorts, which they're not like swim shorts. And I hate to think them as swim shorts. I probably should have done like a mesh short, which I probably will soon. After winter is over, I will probably redo the shorts. But like they're a polyester, so it's 100% polyester. But they're like, I think like the outside, so like they're polyester and nylon or something like that. I think yeah. But they also have like a netting on the inside, which I'm not a big fan of. But I've cut both of my shorts that I wear out, and you don't really notice the netting. Obviously, you could wear them in a pool if you wanted to. If you want to wear them like that, go for it. I wear mine when I play pickleball. If I'm just out and about, or honestly, whatever. You could wear them for whatever. Like sport activity, they're great. And then, of course, we have the regular Hype Lounge shirts. Hype Lounge logo and the Swirl logo. As we all know, those comes in 5 colors. We got 6 colors. Purple, blue, red, yellow, black, and white. So, yeah, there's those. That's just a quick rundown. And then I guess like the only other things that I have out right now, I do have the pre-orders open for the tracksuit combo, which is the sweatshirt and the matching sweat pants. So if you want those, let me know. It comes in 5 colors too. We're gonna instead of doing we're gonna do cream, red. Let me see. I have a picture of all the colors that I have. Oh, yeah. So, red, purple, cream, green, yellow, and blue. I can get a maroon, and I can get like a earthy color, but the main colors are, again, red, purple, cream, green, yellow, and blue for the combo. And then also the slides. We got red slides, blue slides, purple slides, green slides, and yellow slides. Those are lit. And of course, you get complementary colors on all of that. So that's just a little bit more about the brand. Obviously I'm selling myself a little bit because, I gotta do that from time to time. I just have to. I love talking about the brand. I truly do. It is something that I can talk about forever. And, I love hearing people that, have you done this? Have you done that? I like people who kind of give suggestions on, different ways to do things and a different outlook. And I take all that into consideration because why not? Why not? That's really how you build a brand, and that's really how you get people to like your brand. I hope people like my brand. That's the whole, and I hope people like me. Because, if you like me, you like the things I do. And, I'm kind of, I'm nobody special. I've said this before. I'm nobody special, but I'm trying to be that social media influencer, you know? But I kind of got a brain on my shoulders, you know, and I'm not like, you know, maybe sometimes I'm a little stupid. Sometimes. That's the occasional thing, you know? Or it could be every day. It depends how you look at it, you know? Anyway, before, you know, we start making fun of myself. Yeah, that's oh, and then a big thing that I'm working on right now for the brand, that I will be working on. It's gonna take some time. I still gotta like research so much things. Like there's so many things that I don't know that I need to know. But I'm gonna start making sterling silver, like true sterling silver jewelry for the brand. So it's gonna be you know, we're gonna take up the brand a little bit and step it up a little bit, and you know, I'm thinking about doing rings. And I'm not too sure because of how many ring sizes there are. I may do like an overall, see if I can do like a small, medium, large, and just kind of keep it generalized, because I don't honestly, I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but that's kind of where I'm leaning, and just kind of do like overall sizing. But the necklaces are gonna be easy. I have a design made up for that. Let's just say my favorite shape is a triangle. If you've ever seen my tattoo for my daughter on my arm, it's a triangle because it's my favorite shape. Always has been. Um, and then for the bracelets, I have to learn how to kind of make like a clasping element to them, because I want like I don't want to make like an actual like sizing for it. I want people to be able to adjust how like a watch and stuff like that. So I have to kind of do some more research. Obviously, I think like the necklace would be the easiest, because you know that's just a clasp and it's around the neck, won't be as difficult, because I mean a lot of people have the same size necks. So, you know, that's not like incredibly difficult. Um Other than that, that's stuff I'm working on. And you know, like the big thing is right now just getting known and putting the brand out there. That's kind of where I'm at. And so that's why I really haven't been doing the podcast, even though the podcast helps with that tremendously. And you know, I can talk forever, especially about stuff I like. Um, so yeah, that is kind of where the brand's at right now. I was supposed to upload a YouTube video for SneakerCon, but I am a very big amateur vlogger, and so I'm gonna have to like kind of just like do like a day in the life type of deal, and just, you know, kind of just do stuff around Sarasota, and just honestly vlog it in some way, shape, or form. I definitely have to get a new microphone. Well, not a new microphone essentially, but like a new microphone, but like there's nothing wrong with the microphone. It's just not as good as I want it to be. I want people to actually like hear me crisp like you are right now, and you know I gotta spend money for that. So, you know, um, but yeah, I have like, again, going back to the YouTube video, I was supposed to upload one for SneakerCon that was back in October. Yeah, back in oh no, I'm sorry, September. September. We just ended in October. It was September. Oh yeah, September 23rd. So I'll talk about that because, you know, obviously I don't get double a video, but I will say that the video, like, it was a great experience. It was my first sneaker con ever, like being a buyer or seller, and I sold there. Vending was cool. I wish I would have been able to like buy more tables, but I'm not that big, and being like a solo person, my car can only hold so much, and it's not like I have a big car. I have a sedan essentially, so I was able to bring all my shoes. You know, I had like 15 pairs I brought with me. I was able to bring all my I was able to bring all my shirts. So like I brought the small, medium, and large of all six colors and design, like all both designs and all six colors and three sizes. So, and I tried to keep it like simple, as for the fact, you know, if somebody did want a bigger size, I could be like, hey, just hit me up. I can ship it out to you. Especially if you're in Tampa, I'll drive it to you because like I offer that. So, but SneakerCon in general, I'd gotten there. I'll give you a rundown of what the day was like. So here's what the vlog should have been for the YouTube video. The video is not the problem. It was the microphone, quality was just not there. I thought it was gonna be there, but you couldn't hear me like at all. I was so disappointed. I was like, yo, I just did this video while I'm there, so like I'm trying to sell and I'm vlogging at the same time. So like it was man. I wish I would have thought about it more. I thought like the GoPro microphone attachment was gonna do its job. It did, but it did too good of a job getting all the other sound. And I'm not that good of an editor, so I'm sure like I could probably edit it, but I mean like we're already like 2 months past, so I'm just not gonna upload it at all. But so I left Sarasota about 8:30, and I got to Tampa about 9:30. And like vendor setup it stopped at 11. Which is not bad at all. And I got there, no traffic, highway, boom, straight shot. And I've never honestly, living in Sarasota, I've never really been to Tampa like that. Like the only time I ever go to Tampa is to go to the Hard Rock. So I've never like actually been in downtown Tampa, other than one other time when I was selling something to someone up there. Oh, it was my gumball machine that I got. My Supreme gumball machine. I sold to someone up in Tampa that I met from another sneaker event. But so I get there, it's like 9:30, and it was the Tampa Convention Center. And so it's like right on the water. And I had never been there. So like I'm like I get there and it's telling me it's on the left. I'm like, okay. But like when I get there, I had never been there, so I didn't even know where the loading dock was or anything like that. And I see a bunch of cars, but like I thought there was something, like I didn't realize that was the actual like place for me. And I didn't see anybody. So I'm like, no, that can't be the place. So I ended up going around and around and around for probably like 20-25 minutes. And I'm like, bro, like I don't know where this place is. I have no idea. And I finally see people. And mind you, they also had cones, so like it was all weird. And there were no signs saying, hey, this is like the SneakerCon, SneakerCon Tampa like area for you to load up, and this is the load. I'm like, okay, like I had no idea. I finally see people and I'm like, oh, like that's where it is. Like it's literally their loading dock. And so I get there because I didn't realize where like the front doors were essentially, and they were literally facing the street. Or like facing another like area, and I'd never been there, so I literally had no clue at all, no clue. So after getting done and seeing people for like 20-25 minutes, I ended up parking in this garage where I had to pay for the whole day. I would think it was like $12, whatever. I was literally there from when I parked around 10, about 10 o'clock to about like 7:30. p.m. So 10 a.m. to about 7:30 p.m. I was in Tampa, selling all my clothes. And, selling the brand, meeting other people and talking with other people and, talking about brand ideas. I met one of my good buddies who owns a Pocket Change. He's, throwing some good stuff. So, we linked up and talked and all that fun stuff. And, I parked in the parking garage, and I was able to hook my car up to the charger because I drive a Tesla. And I parked it, and it was the closest spot because I was on the second floor because I knew I was gonna have to like bring everything. So I literally have my cart. It's just me and my cart, and I have a good sized cart because I use it for any other like pop events I go to. I just bring it out, pop. And it took about like a half hour. So like I got ready by like 10:30. And I'm hanging out, and I started vlogging, and it was so cool because I saw Urban Necessities there. So that's JC Lopez. If you don't know him, he's legitimately, I've gotten a few pictures with him. There's one where I got a few years, no, I think it was last year around this time. No, almost 2 years ago at this point. It was probably a year and a half ago. I'm sorry, a year and a half ago when I had fractured my ankle. I got a picture with him because I was not a vendor, but I was just a regular seller at Sneaker Travelers. So I got a photo with him in my boot, so it was really cool. And so I saw him. I saw Conceited from Wild and Out. I saw him. I got another photo with him. I got a photo with him from a Sneaker Travelers event. Super cool guy. He actually bought a bunch of stuff from me one of the last times I met him. So that was really cool. Like, I have his Cash App in my phone, which is super cool. Super nice guy. We talked a little bit. I told him he's a legend because, you know, he honestly is. You know, Wild Now it's crazy. Like, to meet those type of guys, like, that's wild. Like, seriously, it's wild. But yeah, so I'm there. I'm vlogging, meeting a bunch of people, and it was just so crazy to see how big, like, people, you know, do things. Like, I was a single table, so I was in the back. But, like, if you have, like, a booth, like, if you buy, like, a booth spot, like, you're able to, I think it's, like, a 10 by 10 foot, or you could buy more. Honestly, I'm not too sure how it works. 'Cause like I said, it was just a single table. So I'm a single table, and I'm hanging out, whatnot, you know, talking with the tables next to me. One of the tables next to me had the eBay box. So the eBay box was there's only 10 of them made, and it has the original eBay Dunk that was cut in half, like that was actually cut, and it has the general release pair, which is like clear. They like added like clear pieces in the middle of the cut, which I think is a cool idea, but Nike's never really had success with like clear shoes. It just doesn't ever really work. And they made, in my opinion, I know people are gonna be like, oh, but they made too much of the shoe. Like, and that is a true thing. Yes, I'm a reseller, and yes, I like a seller's market, but like they just made way too much of the shoe, and I think people who don't really know like the history behind it don't like the shoe at all. So when you make too much of it and people don't like it, it doesn't sell. And yes, people bought them, but no, they went the total wrong way. They could have done something way cooler, and they could have just like threaded it together like a skeleton pretty much. Instead of adding like the clear parts, they could have done like a complementary color like threading on each shoe, and just made it like someone took the time to put it back together. Or they could have done like, I don't even know, you know, but I like, obviously I don't work for Nike. Obviously that'd be amazing. That'd be so cool to be in their like art department, but you know, that's not like, I'm creative, but not, I guess not that creative. You know what I'm saying? Like, but so again, the box is like 1 of 10. I think he had number 7, and it was an actual auction on eBay, and they ended up winning the box, I believe, for like, I think he said in the realm of like $25,000, and they had been offered in the realm of 50,000, which I would have taken, because what you can do with 50,000 rather than like, yes, an item is only worth what somebody's willing to pay for it, no matter what the item's actually valued at. Because yes, you know, a car could be valued at, you know, unless you're buying even if you're buying a car off the lot, they're like, oh, you know, we think this car is worth 15,000. You can 99% of the time negotiate a car down to like 13.5. You know, if it's been there for 6 months to a year and a half, you know. So obviously they're not going to sell right away unless you're a regular customer. Then that's different. Then yeah, you know, we'll do that deal. Okay. So like a month later, I just got this car. You know, 3 weeks later, yeah, we'll do that. Okay, you know, we bought it for 10. You know, whatever. But like, it was crazy. They had been offered like cash on the spot, and they were like, no. Like that, when I heard that, I was like, yo, what? And I was talking to him like throughout like the whole day, you know, literally what, a 9-hour day at the end of it. Like, it was crazy. So, I was talking to them, and again, one of 10 and having number 7 in the world is crazy. I mean, that's a straight up collector's piece or just an old school, dream to have. And so thinking about it like now is actually wild to think. Like I was in the presence of like if I had to take a guess of how much everything in the building costs between all the resellers, people who have, exclusive this, exclusive that, like if I had to guess, I mean we're probably talking in the realm of somewhere between, one and a half to $2 million worth of product in a single area. Because I mean, some people had one guy. I think his name was like DJ Sneakerhead or something along that line. He's actually he's famous. He's I shouldn't say like he's not Omega famous, but he's famous on social media for asking questions and going to other events and like doing stuff. And I remember like a lot of people were taking pictures with him because I was diagonal of him. And he seemed like a really cool guy. And I have a video of his like sneaker collection, and I mean that was probably worth like 200K because a lot of them were like PEs. So like when it's when a shoe's a PE, they're usually only made. Think of it like this: like Oregon, they have PE like shoes that's only made for like Oregon players. Like it's a player edition, so it's only made for that school. And usually they only do like Nike schools. Like I know Oregon's one because Oregon is where like the headquarters is. So like obviously you're gonna get all the good stuff before everyone else, and then of course, was it North Carolina? Or yeah, North Carolina. UNC gets all the gets a lot of P's because Michael Jordan went there and he ended up winning a championship and all that stuff. So he has a legacy there. So that's a really popular school to go to, especially for the shoes because they have like Jordan 3s. They do so many cool things. It's crazy. And then of course certain players in the NBA get like shoes made specifically for them. I know Ray Allen has. He has a Jordan 13, which is like the Ray Allen like Celtic one, I believe, which is like super rare. It's like a 5 to 10K shoe, So of course, obviously, it's what people are gonna want to pay for that. Obviously, like I said, anything can be valued at anything. I could sell, my goat. Like I could sell, my Hype Lounge bucket hats for $1,000. I could be like, yeah, it was worth $1,000, but if no one pays it, then it's not worth it, So of course, shoes have a long history of people paying that resale, so that's what makes it that price. So, but I mean, all in all, the whole day was really cool. I met a few local people in Tampa. There was these two, I want to say brothers. I believe they were brothers, but they were selling like tracksuits, like customized like their brand tracksuits. They were really cool. They had a lot nice colors. They were selling for like $90, which is not bad at all for a combo. I mean, I'm selling mine for 80, and that's with like the logo and all that. And I believe I can put a custom tag in there too. So like I'm like, oh okay, that seems like a good price. And then just all like the vintage stuff. So it's really cool that a lot of people, thrift and find like vintage, like Bulls, Michael Jordan stuff, cartoon stuff. Honestly, just everything and anything that you can think of. People usually have vintage at sneaker events because it's way more than the sneakers nowadays. I know they were super strict before, but I think with so many people making brands and so many people trying to establish something other than sneakers in the community, they've definitely allowed a lot. They're definitely more lax on it just being more than shoes, because at the end of the day, like sneakers and clothing go together. They have to, It's legitimately the way of life. It is the way of life. I'm trying to think what else since it was like 2 months ago. I'm trying to think. Like I said, I wish I could have uploaded, but I definitely screwed the pooch on that one, and I was so mad. Like I had like I edited like an intro video, like an out video, like it was crazy. I got such a cool video of like downtown Tampa when we were leaving, because like where we're on the loading dock, like it was a good height, but like there were also like it was sunsetting too, so I think it was like, yeah, it was about 7:30, I want to say, and maybe I left earlier, maybe 7, we'll say 7. And I got a video when I was leaving, and well, not leaving, but like packing up, and I got like a really good video with my GoPro. I just wish I would have had. I just wish I knew that like the microphone wasn't going to perform like that, and I would have 100% done it. Like, but I mean, lesson learned. Now we know to get a different microphone for vlogging purposes. So, but I am trying to think what else. What else happened? Oh, someone was making he owns so it was direct to garment, so DTG, which is a style of how you make like clothing, like your brand onto clothing. So you have like, I think you can do whatever image, because it's a printer, and I think you send them the photo and it goes directly on the shirt, and it's like done. It was done right there. I got a really cool video of it. It was super super sick, and I had met him before at another event, but like this time to like actually have a booth and like making stuff on the fly, like that's crazy, bro. That's actually insane. So I'm trying to think what else. Ooh, my memory's not that good. I've never been a good long-term memory person, which is only 2 months ago. But hey, what can you do? What can you do? I'm getting old. 26, but I feel like I'm 55. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Anyway. Um, let me think. Oh, I've been doing a lot of like I've been talking about social media stuff. I've been on TikTok. Uh, Obviously, I have a regular TikTok and a business account TikTok. One for Hype Lounge, which I just, so 11/6/2023, I just got accepted to sell on TikTok, which is not like incredibly difficult to do, but I think that's a good step in the right direction. An app that legitimately like has millions and billions of people using it is actually insane to be able to sell on. Crazy. So I just got accepted, and posting all like the slowly posting things to that, so I can start to sell on there, and in my videos able to like, hey, be like, hey, bop bop bop, here's my shop. If you like anything you see in these videos, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, but yeah, on my business one, obviously I'm just promoting the brand, and just showing how like the clothing works together, because I have from head to, I personally have everything from head to toe, but head to toe is not available for everybody, because I have the bucket hat, the shirt, my shoulder bag, the socks, the slides, and the shorts. So essentially, like, I legitimately have from head to toe of everything Hype Lounge. But obviously, if you don't have the slides, then you don't. And if you don't have the shoulder bag, which is fine. I can always, set that up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so like, it's really fun doing videos in that sense, because they're not long. I've done like one of what's my let me see. Let me check my TikTok, which is at um which is at hyped_lounge on TikTok. So if you want to follow me on there, that would be greatly appreciated. I follow back. I'm not trying to listen to anything right now. Whoops, that's gonna go in my podcast now. Let me see. What's my longest video? 21 seconds. 21 seconds. 13 seconds. My longest video is 27 seconds because I only have 4 videos up at the moment. And then if you want to follow my like everyday normal TikTok, that's gonna be at Outer Space John, OUTER space John. So literally SPACEJON. That is my everyday TikTok. And so like that's the one I do, you know, I do a lot of dancing ones, even though I'm not a great dancer, but it's just fun. I don't know. I do a lot with my GoPro on there. I attach it to my car, so like I have one where I attach it to like the roof of my car, the front of the hood of my car. That one's really fun. And then I just did one the other day. I was on the highway and I literally attached it to the hood of my. No, not to the hood of my car, but like to like the windshield of my car. So like right before it goes onto the hood, like pretty much right where like the rear view mirror sits at. I on the outside I attached it right there. So it gives kind of like a cool vantage point. But yeah, I mean, obviously I'm not viral. I think my most viewed video at the moment is 956, which is not bad for nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just me doing a stupid dance, and it looked like I like, I made it look like, I like tore my, what was it? What? My hamstring. I made it look like I tore my hamstring. That one was really fun to do, especially like the background drop and like listening to the song. And I actually like the song a lot, so it was an easy pick to dance to that song. Like I said, I'm not a professional dancer, but you know, sometimes you just gotta have a lot of fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what life is. You just gotta have a lot of fun doing things. So I haven't talked this long enough. I mean, I talk a lot, but whew, by myself, crazy. So yeah, we covered the Instagram, we covered TikTok, we covered the brand. Obviously, I am 100% gonna go back to doing one podcast a week, no matter how long it is, 20 minutes, half. I'm gonna try and keep like between a half hour and an hour because like it's just me, and I'm gonna start having like people over. I have a guest in mind, so I can't wait to see when that person will be available to do an episode. Because like you know, I don't know, I don't have like a professional studio or anything like that, but you know, I try with what I got. I mean, I have brand new microphones. I have, you know, the microphone boom. I got my, you know, laptop. I got my Focusrite. Like, you know, I got good things. Eventually, I do want to be able to do like the podcast at like my shop, and you know that is a tremendous dream, is to do it at a shop. I like at my shop in the back. Like, hey, you know, shop's out. Come do like a 3-person podcast. You know, that would be sick. That would be sick. And you know, and have I could do 4 people because I have 2 microphones, but they sit like they would be apart from each other, and you'd be able to like hear everything. So it'd be sick. So you know, that's one of the dreams too. Is, you know, in the back, you know, bop bop bop, or like right in the middle of the store when it's closing, just have it like always set up, and you know, just you know, sit down and have people, you know, talk and you know, do clips and questions and whatever. You know, there's so many things when you have your own shop. So many things are a possibility when you're thinking about your own like vision of things. It's crazy, you know. And I hope people out there are experiencing their own visions and are going for it. I mean, I'm going for it, and hopefully, you know, I fly high above and get where I want to be. Because you know, I have a daughter to think about, and you know, I still have bills and whatnot to think about, and you know, I can't. I mean, you can always fail and go back. It's just gonna, you know, be a longer trial. But I mean, even the most famous people have failed. Even billionaires have failed. You know, they weren't always rich. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, sometimes I get off track, which is good for the podcast. You know, sometimes getting out there and talking about things that people don't talk about, or they do talk about, but I just don't hear it. You know, so I don't think people talk about it. You know. Anyway, so yeah, we covered the brand, we covered TikTok, we covered my mishap with YouTube, which I hopefully don't ever do again. I'm so mad. I it was such a good video. Like, it wasn't the best because I'm only in it like 2 times, but like you can't hear me in those 2 times because I talk about, oh, you know, here we are at SneakerCon, you know, yada yada yada. And it pretty much was just gonna be a blog of SneakerCon and everyone else's stuff and essentially my stuff too. But like, I was talking with people, interacting with people, and it just didn't work out how I wanted to work out. So I'm mad about that. But what can you do, you know? So, again, what can you do, man? I'm so mad about it. It's literally on my phone, and I've watched it. And I'm like, man, I wish I could have uploaded that. But like I said, mistakes happened, and they won't happen again here on out. Hopefully, you know, I do make mistakes, so I'm gonna try and keep them minimal. We'll say minimal mistakes from here on out. Minimal. All right. Again, so we got the TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Who cares about Twitter or X or whatever it is nowadays? I use it, but like for some reason, I just never had any traction on Twitter, like at all. It's crazy. I get like 1 view. I'm like, oh man, what am I doing wrong here? I thought like Twitter was like, you know, but everything has its own algorithms and whatnot. So, but yeah, you know, again, thank you for listening. This is Hype Lounge episode 14. Look out for episode 15 next week, maybe Monday night, maybe Tuesday night. And you know, we'll talk about more of like the selling side of the business and more of trying to get the brand out there. You know, we're gonna talk about some trials and tribulations of entrepreneur streetwear brand life, or any life in that area at all. So you know, if you want to listen to that, like and follow on all social media, hype_lounge on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat. If you have a Snapchat, follow me, add me on Snapchat. Hyped_lounge. Legend. Like I said before, if you're not riding the wave, you're drowning out here. Don't drown. We live in Florida. Embrace that water. Embrace it. Alright. Peace out. Thank you. Have a great night.